Welcome to the tutorial on auditing. We are going to learn about the classification of audit. Audit can be classified considering various aspects. We can classify audit on the basis of legislative control. We can classify the audit on the basis of relation of auditor with regard to management. We can classify audit on the basis of periodicity. We can classify audit on the basis of subject matter, and finally we can classify audit on the basis of coverage. What are the types of audit in consideration of legislative control? We can see on the basis of legislative control. Here legislative means legal issues. If you consider the law or legal issues, then there are three types of audit: statutory audit, government audit, and private audit. Statutory audit is a mandatory audit which should be carried out each year by the public limited company. The companies which are listed in the stock exchanges, they are bound to follow the statutory audit or to perform the statutory audit. And in performing the statutory audit, there is a standards which is known as International Standard on Auditing. That means statutory audit is mandatory for all the public limited companies, and in doing the statutory audit there is a necessity to follow the International Standard on Auditing. Then we can see under the legislative control there is another audit which is government audit. Government audit is done by the Comptroller and Auditor General of Bangladesh, which is shortly known as C&AG. The audit of accounts of various government departments and local bodies. Here local bodies means ENO office, Election Commission office. So these are the local authorities, and those bodies or institution and government level various types of department are audited by the C&AG, I mean Comptroller and Auditor General of Bangladesh. And finally, under the legislative control, there is another audit which is private audit. Private audit is non-compulsory, I mean not mandatory. In case of sole proprietorship company or partnership firms, they can perform audit, but it is not mandatory. That's why in case of private audit, I mean auditing for the private companies, it is non-compulsory, I mean not mandatory, it's optional. We can classify the audit on the basis of relation of auditor with regard to management. If we consider the relationship between the auditor and management, then there are two types of audit: external audit and internal audit. In our syllabus, our most of the topic will cover the issues of external audit. And external audit is mandatory because it's a statutory audit for the public limited company. I have already said that public limited companies are those companies which are listed in the stock exchanges and they offer initial public offering, I mean share for the public. And for those public limited company, there is a mandatory to perform the audit which is known as statutory audit. And in those audit, an external auditor should be appointed by the shareholder in the annual general meeting, which is known as AGM. That means external auditor is appointed by the shareholder. That means external auditor is not appointed by the management. To be an external auditor, a person must be a CA qualified person. I mean chartered accountant qualified person. I'm repeating, external audit is also known as statutory audit, and this external audit is mandatory for the public limited company. Why are we calling this external audit? Because an external auditor who is a CA qualified person will be appointed by the shareholder. I mean not by the management, only the shareholder. They will appoint the external auditor in the annual general meeting. Internal audit is done by the internal employee as an auditor who is appointed by the management. I mean internal auditor is appointed by the management. The internal auditor may be an internal employee of an organization, and to be an internal auditor there is no need to be a CA qualified person, but there may be a CA qualified person, but it's not mandatory. In case of external audit, the auditor should be a CA qualified person, but in case of internal audit, it's not mandatory. Any person who have a graduation or post graduation in business background can be an internal auditor, but to be an external auditor, CA degree, I mean CA qualified person is essential. Audit can be classified considering the periodicity. I mean in considering the time or period, there are 4 types of audit. We can see continuous audit, periodical audit, interim audit, occasional audit. Continuous audit involves a detailed examination of the books of accounts at regular intervals. I mean you need to do the audit regularly in case of continuous audit. And we can see periodical audit. Periodical audit is taken up at the close of financial period when income statement and balance sheet or financial position is prepared. I mean at the end of accounting period, we need to verify the authenticity of income statement and financial position, and that type of audit is known as periodical audit. Then we can see interim audit. Interim audit is conducted in between 2 annual audits. That means it's a audit which is done between 2 annual audits. And last of all, occasional audit. Occasional audit is conducted once a while whenever the need arises and the client desires it to be carried out. That means it's a audit which can be done when needed. That's why it's a occasional audit. It depends on a specific occasion or event. Now we can see the classification of audit on the basis of subject matter. If we consider the subject matter, then there are 4 types of audit: financial audit, cost audit, operational audit, management audit. In financial audit, we verify the financial statements. In cost audit, we investigate the cost recordings to observe whether all the costing information are true and fair. Operational audit is a review of operations of an entity. I mean, a company may need to do various types of operations. Whether any operations are performing very well or not, in that case, you may apply a audit for verifying the performance of an operation. In that case, that audit is known as operational audit. Management audit is a critical review of the policy and practice of management. I mean, managers are responsible to formulate and implement the policy. If you verify whether those policies and practice are effective for the company, in that case, that type of audit is known as management audit. We can also classify the audit in the basis of coverage. If we consider the coverage, there are two types of audit: complete audit and partial audit. In complete audit, there is no restriction placed on auditor in the matter of coverage of the audit. I mean, the auditor will audit every issues, every aspects to provide the expert opinion. There is no restriction. But in case of partial audit, there may be some limitations or scope, and in that case, there will be an indication of specific agreement to perform the audit. That means in partial audit, the auditor is not allowed to perform the auditing on all issues. There may be some agreement, and on the basis of that agreement, the partial audit will be done on specific areas. But in case of complete audit, the auditor is free to check all the statements or issues of a company. That means there is no restriction in complete audit. So these are the classification of audit. Thank you.